everybody, hope you guys are having a great day. Today is day 10 of the 30-day wholesale challenge, and today we're going to be talking about ARV. If you don't know what ARV is, it is after repair value, and what it means is the value that the property is most likely to sell for being in like new retail condition. Okay? Doesn't mean average retail value, although it's pretty close to average retail value. You're looking for properties that are similar in construction, similar in year built, and similar in size, so that you can determine what you think that particular house is going to sell for. So let's go over a few things you need to understand about pulling comps for a property, and then I'm going to share my screen and show you how to find them. When you're looking at comps for a property, you want to make sure you are within 10 years, plus or minus. You are within 20% in the square footage, plus or minus. You want to make sure, if at all possible, that you have the same number of bedrooms, the same number of bathrooms. Okay. You want to start by going out a half a mile. If you can't find anything there, you're going to go out an additional half mile and keep doing that until you find 3 that are right around the same price range that you can justify your price. Okay? Don't start out 6 miles out. You want to start out as small as possible and work your way out, because that is what an appraiser is going to do when they are evaluating the property and giving the lender or the new buyer the value of the property and what they can pay. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen and show you how to do that. I'll be back in just a few minutes.
Okay, so now we're going to take a look at how to find comps. Okay, and I'm going to kind of piggyback off that last video we did with PropStream, and we're going to use one of these cash buyers, and let's kind of evaluate what kind of deal they got. Okay, we're not going to look at land. We want to look at single family homes. Okay, and I'm assuming with a sale price this high, this is either a typo in the county records or they bought multiple properties with one deed. So we're going to skip that one. And we are going to take a look at, let's find a good one. Wow, we got a lot of $1 million properties. It looks to me like we've got some funds coming in and buying bulk properties. Okay, let's take a look at this one here. Okay, so when you are in PropStream, actually, let's do something a little different here. I want you to be able to pull the property up itself. Okay, so first we're going to clear our filters out. Okay, and let's just take a look at, oops. Let's take a look at this one. Oh. Okay. Once you put in your address, you're going to pick the property you're looking for, and you're going to double click over here on, what is this? No. I'm not trying to save anything. Okay, so you're going to double click on the property and it's going to pull up the information. And as you can see, PropStream gives you a lot of information. If this property were listed, it would have MLS data here as well. So if you don't have access to the MLS, don't worry about that too much, because pretty much everything that you would find on the MLS, you can find on PropStream, except for lockbox codes and like realtor private information or realtor only information. So we're going to go into the details of the property, and we see that this is a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath. It is 1,324 square feet, built in 1987. And we are going to pull up the comparable properties. Okay, so when you're doing your comps, we want to go back 6 months. Okay. And this happens to be a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, which I'm not sure you're going to find very many of those in this neighborhood. So we are going to leave the bedrooms and bathrooms alone this time, just because I know this neighborhood. And if the property is 1,300 square feet, there's more than likely enough room to create a 3rd bedroom if you need to. But here's your 20% up or down. Okay, you want year built. This one was built in 87. So we're going to be looking for 67 in one direction and 2007 in the other direction. Okay. And then what we're going to do, we're starting with a 1/2 mile. And as you can see, if you scroll this map out, there's a lot of sales in this area in the last 6 months. Okay, so we're going to uncheck everything just to start off with. And we're going to go through and we're going to look for our high comps first. Okay, so I'm seeing 270. And that one is actually, if you enlarge this a little bit, that's number 5. So that's actually in a different neighborhood. So we don't want that when we have all of these others here that are in the same neighborhood. So you want to try and stay within the same neighborhood, not crossing any major roads. As you can see, Lockwood right here is a pretty busy road. So we're going to get rid of number 5. Okay, let's zoom back in here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 and 4. We're going to leave number 2 out because you see the big price difference there. I have a feeling that wasn't a that wasn't an arm's length transaction, I'm thinking. And if we were to open it up and look at the details, we could see if the property appraiser has information on it, they will put it in the record, but it doesn't always happen. So let's look at our transaction history. Yeah, see, this went from Suzanne Beeson and Suzanne Malasso to Suzanne Malasso and William Malasso. So this wasn't an arm's length transaction, so it's not really going to count. The appraiser's not going to look at that at all. So we're going to keep going here. Here's another one on the same street and another one. And then you've got these 2 right here that are on the next street over. Okay, so we're looking for the higher comps. And right now I'm seeing we're going to be right around 260. So we need to find at least 3 that will justify that price. So we have this one at 252. We've got 259, 259. I think we need those 2. You've got one at 264.9. Got the 252.4, 250. Another one at 260. There's another one at 263. And then another one below that at 260. So I'm sure you're seeing the pattern here with this. Pretty much this area is worth about 260. So this particular guy may have paid cash to live there because he paid the 255, or he bought it to rent it out. Okay, and that is how you're going to pull comps. Now you can, we're not seeing the picture very well here. Let's see if there's any pictures that we can look at this particular property. There we go. As you can see, this has some incorrect information here, 2.5 baths. And while we wait for that to pull up, we're going to go back over here to PropStream. And we're going to look at some of the other pictures here. Like if you click on the little camera on your comps, it's going to show you what the properties look like that you're picking for comps. Okay, so you got updated kitchen. Looks like the flooring is pretty decent, and fans. Let's see what the bathrooms look like. Bathrooms are okay. And nothing came up in our pictures here. Let's see if we can find some other pictures. And now we're just getting the bird's eye view there on the map. So, but you can see that the properties in this area were all built around the same time. So they're all going to be very similar in the way they look. Yeah. This one's got the granite in the kitchen, updated cabinets. Bathrooms are okay. This one has a pool. Okay, there's another one on the same, next street over actually, and this one's got the granite in the kitchen. Bathrooms are a little more updated. Opened up the floor plan a little bit there. This particular bathroom's not as updated, and this one does not have a pool. Okay, so as you can see, they're all going for right around 260,000. Okay, and so that's how you would pull your comps. You can also print your comp reports and it'll give you more information on each of the comps you've chosen. Okay. You can see the addresses here, your square footage, what they sold for, year built, how far away from the property you're looking at they are. Like I said, you're going to try and go with a half a mile and work your way out until you have several. And you see this one is the same square footage as ours, 1,324. So your 1,324 up here. Same thing right here, sold for $252. This one's a tiny bit bigger. This one, $1,398, sold for $264.9. $1,376, sold for $250. $1,441, sold for $263. $1,492 for $260. So as you can see in this area, they're right around $260. Okay, and that is how you pull comps.
Okay, so that is how to find comps on the property. Now, what I want you to do for your homework tonight, I want you to work from your driving for dollars list. Okay, we're going to take and we're going to find comps for at least 25 properties. Okay, the more the better, but I want you to get through at least 25 properties. And the reason we're doing this is I want you to feel comfortable pulling these comps with these properties. If you have questions about this, comment in the Facebook group and I'll answer as many as I possibly can. But get it done. Okay? I want you to don't overthink it. Pull the best value you can come up with. We can go over some of them on our weekly call, and I'll give you my opinions. If you want me to look at them during our weekly call or before our weekly call, I need you to send them to me on the Facebook group so that I can take a look at them. But I'm not going to look at them unless you tell me what you think they are worth as well. Before I give you my value, I want to see what you're seeing. So, with that being said, comp out 25 of your driving for dollars properties and comment below, #homework complete, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night.